Yo, 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 what it do, YouTube? This your boy Pound for Pound Boxing, real news. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P for P, Boxing Real News. So, Canelo Alvarez says that Caleb Plant crossed the line by calling him a motherfucker. WBC, WBO, WBA super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez previewed his highly anticipated undisputed 168-pound championship showdown during a media conference call Wednesday before he takes on undefeated IBF super middleweight champion Caleb Sweet Hands Plant on Saturday, November 6th, live on Showtime pay-per-view from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. So they ask him a question, they say something about Caleb Plant's chin. He's never been dropped or whatever. He has a good chin, this and that. Canelo responds to them and says, I hope he has a good chin because he's going to need it on fight night. Yo, this man Canelo is the real deal. He said that shit nonchalant too. He just said it like, I hope he has a good chin because he's going to need it on fight night. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is going to be an anticipated fight. I mean, this is for Undisputed at 168. This is a must watch. If you miss it, then you a loser. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be for all the marbles, all the belts, or everything. Y'all saw the press conference. If you haven't, then you living under a rock, obviously. But at the press conference, we all seen Caleb Plant comes up to Canelo Alvarez, calls him a motherfucker, and Canelo gets real pissed off about it. He says, don't call me that. Don't call me no motherfucker. So Caleb Plant continues to say it, and Canelo Alvarez ends up pushing him. When he pushes Caleb Plant comes back and tries to throw a weak ass punch. Well, wasn't a punch, more like a try to slap Canelo. Um, he he grazes Canelo because this was the big talk. Did he touch Canelo or did he not? And they have pictures rolling around that 3 fingers connected to Canelo's, 2 fingers connected to Canelo's uh chin, right? Grazed them. Obviously, Caleb Plant was the one that took the worst of that exchange when Canelo Alvarez um, cuts Caleb Plant under his eye with a quick combination that Canelo Alvarez throws. Now, afterwards, man, it was so fast. It was lightning speed. I mean, I'm talking about Canelo might have lightning speed in his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so lightning fast. When I was watching the press conference, I didn't even see that Canelo actually. It was just so quick that I didn't even see Canelo throw a combination. He threw 1-2. You know what I'm saying? I saw when they got in a scuffle, and I saw Caleb Plant throw, and obviously it looked like he completely missed because Canelo goes back, and then he comes back with a quick 1-2. It was so lightning fast that the video couldn't catch it, right? In the moment, right? When you rewind it and you go back and look at it, then you can see it. You know what I'm saying? You need slow motion cameras for that. You know what I mean? You need slow motion camera to see Canelo's combination. That was crazy, right? And we didn't see that he also cut Caleb Plant under his eye. Yes, he cut Caleb Plant under his eye. Now, that was with an open hand. He bitch slapped Caleb Plant that night. Imagine if he would have. Imagine if it would have been a close fisted. Imagine that if it was close fisted. Caleb Plant would have went night night. The fight would have been over. I wouldn't even have wanted to see Undisputed because that would have been it right there. Caleb Plant would have had to give up his belt to Canelo Alvarez just off the simple fact that, dude, you got pushed, you came back with something weak as shit, you missed, and then you got countered and dropped. You see what I'm saying? So what would have been the point of that shit even? Wow, why would we want to even see that anymore? We know the outcome of that. But okay. So fast forward, Canelo Alvarez has his media um conference online, you know what I'm saying? And they say, Caleb Plant, he has a good chin, this and that, right? Well, he says, I hope he has a good chin because he's gonna need it on fight night. He says, I'm always ready. I just can't wait. I feel strong and fast. With all of the talk, it's become personal. He crossed the line, but I have to remain focused because this is very important. This is a very important fight for me. This is what Canelo Alvarez said during that media conference. He's always ready. He can't wait. He feels strong and fast. With all of the talk, it's become personal. He crossed the line. He's saying that Caleb Plant crossed the line, but he has to remain focused because this is a very important fight for him. Of course, definitely. Undisputed at 168. That's a great accomplishment Canelo is going for. Canelo's just up on the up and up, man. He's just on the up and up, and there's no other fighter that's gonna be able to catch up. Not right now. You know what I'm saying? He's just on the up and up. Um, Canelo also says Caleb has good boxing skills. He has good head. He has good movement and a good jab, but it's nothing new for me. I know what I need to do. I need to be patient in the early rounds and then start doing my job. You know, and I seen a tweet that said, I could already tell you how the fight is. Everybody's gonna have Caleb Plant in the beginning of the fight. Probably gonna give him 3, 4, 5 rounds, whatever, and then Canelo's gonna ultimately finish strong. You know what I'm saying? Canelo also says even harder than getting to the top is staying there. That's why I try to get better each and every day. That's what I've been trying to do from my first fight up until now. And that's 100% a fact. It's even harder. Getting to the top, what's harder is staying at the top. You know what I'm saying? You can get to the top, but staying at the top, now that's different. You know what I'm saying? Now that stands out. Because you get like Andy Ruiz, for example, a guy that he made it to the top, but he didn't stay there. And the reason why is because he got undisciplined, lazy. You see what I'm saying? Um, and discipline is what keeps you at the top. You know what I'm saying? And always working on your craft. That's what keeps you at the top. That's what always keeps you at the top of your game. Okay. I'm gonna get into Ryan Garcia because I heard the situation between Ryan Garcia, what Canelo Alvarez said via Complex. That's crazy. It's eye opening what the fuck is going on here with this Ryan Garcia situation. Um, but let's get back to what Canelo Alvarez on his media conference said. He says, I'm 100% focused on this fight. There's nothing else crossing my mind. After this is after the after it's over, we'll figure out who the next opponent will be. So he's 100% confident with this fight. There's nothing else crossing his mind. After it's over, we'll figure out the next opponent. So my speculations are saying Arthur better beef. He's gonna go up to 175, fight one of those guys up there. You know, and I think that is gonna be great for Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? I think that's gonna be great. Like It's just only gonna add to his greatness. He gets undisputed at 168, goes up to 175, fights Arthur Beterbiev. Very tough fight. Very, very tough fight. If he wins that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the dude's an animal, bro. I don't know why people be hating on him, man. The dude's an animal. He says being the undisputed champion is huge for my legacy. Not only would it be an honor to be the first Latin American fighter to do it, but there's only a select club of fighters who have achieved this. Eddie and I said in the beginning that the goal was to be undisputed, and now we're on one fight away. They're one fight away. Now they're one fight away. Caleb Plant, he has the missing link. He has the missing link to complete it, right? Like I stated before, Canelo Alvarez, the WBC, WBO, WBA super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez. So it's only one fight away. And Caleb Plant to me is the easiest out of all the guys that he had to fight and take their belts. He's the easiest one to me. From what I think he's the easiest one. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I saw his media workout yesterday, and you know, he doesn't look bad. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look bad. It definitely looks like Snack is definitely taking care of him, undetectably. You know what I'm saying? But definitely does look like Snack is taking care of him. But he doesn't look bad. You know what I'm saying? Sweet, sweet hands plant. He says, everyone knows what I'm going to do in the ring. When something is personal with me, it's different. I have something special in my mind, and I'm gonna make it a great night for us. So Canelo Alvarez, he's saying everybody knows what's gonna go on in that ring. When something is personal with him, he said it's different. He says he has something special in mind for Caleb Plant. He says he's gonna make it a great night for him, for us. You know what I'm saying? Eh, Canelo Alvarez, I don't know, man. I think he's gonna punish this dude, man. I think he's gonna punish him just off the simple fact that this dude called him a motherfucker. Just off the simple fact that this dude said called him a motherfucker. Canelo's still going off with that shit, man. He's not letting that shit go. He called me a motherfucker. I'm a motherfuck you up. He said the pandemic made me have to slow down for about a year. So I'm thankful that I've been active since then. He said things are going fast now and I love it. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be in this position. You know, I mean, Canelo Alvarez is gonna have to. He's gonna do what he got to do, man. But he said the funniest shit ever. He says, "I hope he has a good chin because he's going to need it on fight night." They say, "Yeah, I think he has a good chin." But look who the guys that Caleb Plant has fought. You see what I'm saying? Look at those guys. I think he has a good chin, man. Come on, man. You can't really say shit like that, bro. Like his chin hasn't been tested in all honesty. His chin has not been tested, bro. We can't say we can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, he has a good chin. What? What the fuck? Was he in an awkward position? Was he in a position like that where we seen what his chin is like? Like, nah, not really. Against Caleb Truax? Nah, not really. I don't know. I still don't even see the sweet hands in him. Calls himself sweet hands, but honestly, I don't even see that shit in him. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see that. Kind of grown ass sweet hands. I don't know, man. But Eddie Reynoso was there too, and he says we've been training for 4 months, and preparation has been great. Anticipation is sky high, and we can't wait for November 6th to get here. Yo, this is gonna be a fucking fight, bro. 4 months, 4 months will give the fight away. We need to be patient and get to the middle rounds so we can do what we want to do. So I think that's their game plan again, man. Like the Billy Joe Saunders against Billy Joe Saunders, that was definitely the game plan, man. Take him to the middle rounds, right? Let him do what he wants to do in those first rounds, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now the fifth, sixth, seventh, okay. Now he's starting to wind down. Now you could do whatever you want to him. Exactly what they're saying. Says they have to be patient in the early rounds. They don't want to come out. They don't want to be too aggressive in the first few rounds. Eddie Reynoso is saying that they'll give the whole fight away like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you know, he says that they need to be patient and get to the middle rounds. So then they could do what they want to do with this guy, right? They could do whatever they want with this guy. After he gets tired, his legs are out. You know what I'm saying? Granted, Snack, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But Plant has three main attributes: power in his left hand, his movement, and his defense. Movement and his defense. We're going to come in and fight our own style. We have to use the style we know how to win with. Islandi Lara is probably the closest comparison to Plant amongst Canelo's past opponents, or even Shane Mosley earlier in Canelo's career. In the end, no matter what challenge he presents, we're not worried about our ability to come out victorious. Says this is going to be a tough fight on November 6th. It's going to be a challenge. But in the end, experience will prevail and we will become undisputed like we set out to do all those years ago. Dun dun dun. Client crossed the line. My bad, my bad. Man, my phone overheated and I was left there. But yeah, man, I just don't see it, man. My bad. My phone had overheated and I had to wait for it to cool down for a second. But we back at it again. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that's came through, viewed this, listened. Um, you know, try to do this every day. You know what I'm saying? Mostly every day. You know. But when I get the chance to, but you know, Caleb Plant, he's got something coming, man. He's got something coming and I think it's gonna be a tough fight, but I just think that exactly what Eddie Reynoso's game plan is. I think that's exactly what they're gonna come in and execute. I don't think it's gonna be no big stunner. It could be, you know what I'm saying? You can't count him out just because of the simple fact that he is a live dog. He is not he's not undefeated for no reason, right? He does have good movement and he does have good defense at the end of the day. But what's different between him and Billy Joe Saunders? That's the thing. That's the big thing. Okay. What's the difference between him and Billy Joe? And the thing is, there is no distinction. Like, there's nothing like, oh, this is what he does, and this is what he does better than Billy Joe Saunders. Now, Billy Joe Saunders was Canelo Alvarez's last opponent, which he knocked out. You see what I'm saying? And made him retire. So, what is different? What difference is Caleb Plant gonna make in there? What adjustments is Caleb Plant gonna make in there? Right? Is he gonna he could survive for 12 rounds, but is he gonna win for 12 in those 12 rounds? Is he really gonna outbox Canelo Alvarez in those 12 rounds? I don't like when you have somebody that's running for 12 rounds and everybody says, "Oh yeah, it looks like he won the fight." Why? Because he ran for 12 rounds. So I don't understand that. I never understood that, right? If I'm being an aggressor, if you're not effective, if you're not if you're the aggressor and you're not effective, I understand that, right? Guillermo Rigondeaux, Casemiro, even I mean, but that was just horrible. But like, if you're being the aggressor, but you're just not, or Mikey Garcia, Sandor Martin, right? If you're being the aggressor and you're not being effective, then there is no, you know what I'm saying? There's no case for you, bro. You lost that fight, okay? Especially if the other fighter um is has accurate punches. You know what I'm saying? Is very accurate with his punches. So but Canelo is totally different. He'll come forward. You could run, but he's also accurate and he's effective with his pressure. So there's no way that you're gonna tell me that, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, that Caleb Plant is gonna win this fight off of what? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't do anything different from Billy Joe Saunders in my yo, what's going on? The Don salute, brother. Billy Joe, he doesn't do anything Caleb Plant doesn't do anything different. You know what I'm saying? He's the same fighter as Billy Joe Saunders. Is gonna be the same ass whooping that Billy Joe Saunders took. And his fucking eye already cut up in the press conference. So imagine in the fucking ring, bro. You know, fucking guy, bro. Fucking guy. It's gonna be a good fight, man. But this Ryan Garcia shit, though, man, this is crazy. It's crazy to even hear about this, right? That Canelo has to tell him. Canelo has to tell him to go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Canelo says that he's wasting his time and he's wasting his talent. You know what I mean? And dude, you have the fucking the best team in boxing. Like you guys are like they the A squad. You know what I'm saying? They the A team. They the team. You know what I mean? And you fucking that up. I know you have your kids. I know you got your lady. But at the end of the day, bruh, Canelo has kids. Canelo has his lady. He's an elite fighter. He's at the top of his game. And you just gonna disrespect him or disrespect everything that they building because of your immaturity, because of you not understanding that you're in the best possible situation in boxing right now. Like there's so much that you could learn. There's so many things that you need to learn. Okay? So many things that Ryan Garcia has to learn, right? It's so many things. But he chooses to not give a fuck or not stay disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Um, a fighter will only be great if he's disciplined. You've seen it time and time, right? Talent is in every fighter. Talent's in every fighter. Okay, skills it's in every fighter. But the thing that makes them different is how much you work, your work ethic, your discipline, things like that. That's what keeps you on top. And that's what Canelo Alvarez was talking about when he said that, you know, to get to the top, it's hard, but it's harder to stay on top. It's harder to stay up top. Okay, because to stay up top, you have to have discipline. Talent might have took you to get to the top, but to stay there, that's where your discipline, that's where your work ethic comes in, right? Um, and that's something that Ryan Garcia has to grasp. And if his work ethic is not there, his discipline is not there, then he's wasting his time. He's wasting his time. It's like when you have let's say you have you're coaching a team, kids like that just don't want to be there, that just don't look, they're just going through the motions. You see what I'm saying? Going through the motions, you know, coaches and shit. If I'm a coach, I'm gonna tell them, yo, you wasting my time, you wasting your time. Find a new hobby, find something to do, but don't come back. You see what I'm saying? Don't come back because you don't want this. You just going through the motions. Okay, you don't want to be great. You see what I'm saying? Greatness comes with work ethic, with discipline, hard work, dedication. You see what I'm saying? So I think Ryan Garcia is gonna fuck up. He's already fucked up. He's already fucking up. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna drop him soon. They're gonna drop him soon. You know, they're gonna give him his chance. He has a broken hand right now and shit like that. But if they see that he's not taking this shit serious, they gotta go. Let him go, man. Let him go because you wasting everybody's time. You wasting everybody's um. You wasting shit. You just a waste. You know what I'm saying? But these guys they get to the top with talent. You know what I mean? Talent, but to stay up there, That's the hard part, you know. Think about how many fighters made it to the top. His own stablemate, Andy Ruiz, made it there. Did he stay there? Hell no. Because he didn't have that work ethic. He didn't have the hard work dedication. He didn't have the discipline to stay up there. That's a perfect example, and it's right inside of his gym. Andy Ruiz, you know, somebody that completed or completely dominated the unified heavyweight champion to become the first Mexican heavyweight champion. See what I'm saying? So many accomplishments. And he blew it all to eat pizza, to not work hard, to not be dedicated, to just be there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Ryan Garcia's really gotta have to see what the fuck he wants to do with himself, what the fuck he wants to do in life. Because, you know, he's pulled out of what, three fights, I think? Two fights or something like that. But, you know, this last one, I get it, his hand, whatever. But you still gotta, man. You can't have the elite fighter telling you that you need to go to the gym when you haven't even started your career for real. You see what I'm saying? The elite fighter is telling you to go to the gym. Your trainer got to tell you to go to the gym. Champ, this is not for you. You see what I'm saying? This is not for you. Talent is what you going off of. Does Ryan Garcia have talent? Of course. Of course. But talent can only take you so far. It can only take you but so far. At the end of the day, talent can only take you but so far. It's you have to find something inside of you to stay disciplined. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo Alvarez is a perfect example. I mean, in boxing, you've had two perfect examples for the past like 14, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? 15, 16, 17, 18 years. You had Floyd Mayweather and you had Canelo Alvarez, right? So you've had all the um you see what a top guy looks like and what they do and what how they train and what their discipline is like, what their work ethic is like. You've seen that. You were exposed to that. You weren't born when Mayweather was probably out there fighting. You know what I'm saying? So you were exposed to all of that. Wow, this dude goes to the club, but look, right after the club, he don't even drink in the club. He right after the club, he goes running. Look, Canelo Alvarez, damn, yo. After a fucking big fight, he's back in the gym the next day, the very next day. Wow, that's hard work. That's dedication. That's working on your craft 100%. You see what I'm saying? Damn, Floyd Mayweather had like 10 kids. You see what I'm saying? Damn, Canelo Alvarez has a family. He's married. He has a wife. You see what I mean? These dudes are still in there. They still there because they still want to stay up top. They want to stay on top of their game. They want to keep going. They don't want the failure is not an option for them. You know what I'm saying? Failure is not an option to them. But it's different. You know what I mean? It's different in people. Work ethic is not given to you. Discipline is not given to you. You gotta want to do that. You gotta want to step up and do that shit. And can't nobody tell you um nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gotta come out of you. If you don't want it, you're not gonna give a fuck about it at the end of the day. But I don't know. It's crazy though. It's definitely crazy. And Canelo Alvarez, he says that Better Beef might be next. You never know. It's not ruled out. It's a possibility that Better Beef could be next. Better Beef could be next. That is monumental, bro. You get undisputed at 168, then you go up to 175 and you fight the top dog at 175. I mean, who else is doing something like that? See what I'm saying? That'll be some top dog shit right there. Like, what can you really say now? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's yo, people just hate on Canelo because they want to, but his accomplishments, his dedication, his hard work, his discipline to the sport of boxing is subpar to none. You see what I'm saying? The greatest fighter right now. You feel me? The best fighter of his era right now. You know? And then David Benavidez is saying that he has an eye on the winner of he's focused on Yuskategi, but has an eye on the winner of Canelo and Caleb Plant. Dude, you know, Dave Benavidez, great fighter and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He knows the mistakes that he made. He already knows that. Hey, but it's not gonna happen, champ. You feel me? I don't think it's gonna happen, champ. Like you're not gonna get a fight with any. Well, you might get a fight with Caleb Plant, but highly doubt you get a fight with Canelo Alvarez, and that's not off of um. You can't say, oh yeah, Canelo doesn't want to fight him. He just doesn't have anything that for Canelo to fight him. See what I'm saying? And when he becomes undisputed, what the fuck is the point of staying at 168? You trying to accomplish greatness, go up to 175. Fuck am I gonna gain out of fighting David Benavidez when I can gain so much off of fighting somebody that's bigger? You see what I'm saying? Going up to 140, 175 and fighting somebody that's way bigger. You feel me? Hell yeah. Not the Don, no boxing, no life. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. But accomplishing beating Arthur better be the dude that's on top of his game. I just feel like that's way bigger of an accomplishment than fighting a David Benavidez. You know, David Benavidez is a good fighter, man, but he just got to get back in the mix. You feel me? He lost his belt twice. That's not a good look, man. That's not a good look at all. So but I'm not one of those people that he made his mistakes, but a lot of people they shit on Dave Benavidez for his mistakes. Like, man, dog, that's just your fault. You know what I'm saying? And he already owned up to it. He already said, I know that I'm in the back of the line, and I gotta keep winning. I just gotta keep winning until I get to one of them, or till they give me an opportunity or something like that. And that's 100% facts, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as you take accountability for your actions and what you put in your system, or yeah, basically what you put in your system. Because one, he was overweight. The other one, he had drugs in his system. So, you know, but he's looking super disciplined now. I could say that about Dave Benavidez. He's definitely focused on Yuskategi, but he's looking super disciplined too. Like he's always in the gym. Follow him on social media, follow his pops on social media, and they're working hard. So I can't take nothing away from David Benavidez. He's looking sharp, man. He's looking real good. I think that he needs to work on a couple of things, and we're gonna see that when he fights Uskategi. But he does need to work on a couple of things, you know. But I mean, the dude, yo, fucking a machine, bro. That dude's a motherfucking machine. You know what I mean? Dude's a machine. But man, that's all I wanted to talk about, man. Canelo Alvarez says Caleb Plant better have a good chin. He better have a good chin, cause he gonna need it. He's gonna need a good chin. And that, he said that shit so nonchalant, like he didn't even. I don't even think he cracked the smile, but that shit was the most funniest thing ever. You know what I mean? That shit was hilarious. But man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I've been rolling for about 40 minutes. You know, I'll be on tomorrow again. Hopefully around a little earlier than this, maybe around 12 or something Eastern Standard Time, guys. For the guys on the West Coast. But yeah, I'm trying to do a little lunchtime special, but this is when I get downtime at work and shit like that. And you sometimes it's like starts getting jumping. Like as soon as I want to go live, that's when we getting calls and shit like that, man. It starts jumping. So, but I mean, take a little time out of my day to do this. Peace, brother. Peace, peace. Done. Appreciate you coming through, man. Y'all hit the like button for me. Hit that bell notification icon if you want to know when I'm on. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P for P Boxing Real News. And I'm out.